Hello, hello, Lisa Shiro here. Today we're going to talk about ways to reduce family stress. Most of us have families that we have to manage at home, and some of y'all might have kids. And so today I'm going to give you 3 simple techniques to reduce some of that family stress. Guys, this is a big one. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Lisa Shiro with K Coaching. I get to help people who feel stuck say no to that inner critic and yes to their inner rock star. Good stuff, right? And so many of you have families at home that require a lot of management. You have a life outside of work where maybe you're trying to be an entrepreneur, you're trying to do things, or you already own a business and you're just feeling so much stress at home with the family and just feeling like you could pull your hair out because things are just going crazy and nuts at home. And you're feeling kind of disorganized, frustrated. Maybe you don't even want to go home because you got to face it all over again. So I'm going to give you 3 simple techniques to calm some stuff down at home. The first one, guys, if you've never had a family meeting with your kiddos, try it. Works fantastic. And listen, if we can calm life down at home, think about how much more effective you're going to be as an entrepreneur, being able to manage your time more, less guilt, sound good. Family meetings. This is number 1. Family meetings are a time where everybody gets a set amount of time, say 15-20 minutes, and they can say whatever they need to say. They can complain, they can give praise, they can talk about what's stressing them out, but really giving each family member a time. So I recommend, if stress is kind of high at home, that you have one of these once a week in the evening at a time where you're not likely to be interrupted. Have a family meeting, but be sure and give a time parameter to each person, and that everybody has to honor that space for that person to say whatever it is they need to say without any feedback right away. Just let them say what's on their heart. This means a ton to kids. They feel so respected by it. They feel like they've gotten heard. And just that one thing can make a big difference. And so parents also get to express their frustration. It's a good time to be giving kudos too, right? A lot of times kids don't need to be told what they're doing wrong. They already know. But giving praise for what they're doing right, so they're encouraged to do it with positive reinforcement. Good stuff, right? So number 1 is family meetings. Number 2, ground rules. Listen, ground rules are really important. Ground rules are like those just simple 3 or 4 little ground rules that never get deviated from. Put them as a visual prompt at eye level for the youngest child. People need to see these. The kiddos need to see these. If this is an issue, if there's hitting between the kids, if there's cursing, or there's things that you are just like, no, we do not put up with that. Listen, it's one thing to say it, but visual prompts are really important. So your brain thinks in images, and so do your children's. So if our brain thinks in images, make sure that they can always see that visual prompt. And if you've got some rules that you're tired of being breached by the kids or maybe their friends when they come to your home, put the ground rules up. And maybe you have to have a family meeting about that, about what the ground rules are and just don't get deviated from. So ground rules, but don't make them complicated. Don't make them a bunch of contingencies, if and then, just ground rules. No cursing, no hitting, no chewing with your mouth open or whatever that's bothering you, whatever that is. Okay, put them at eye level for especially the youngest kiddo that can read, and then for the other kids too, put those in their rooms at their eye level so they see them. Okay, so this is a real simple technique, and put them at the place where you think they're going to be spending time. They're going to be brushing their teeth. Put them on the inside of the bathroom, maybe even on the inside of the toilet lid. I mean, whatever it takes, right? Ground rules are simple, they're effective, and they usually don't exceed about 4 or 5. So keep them simple. And number 3, be consistent. If you are going to take your kiddo into Legoland and you tell them don't run away, remember last time you ran away, I was so scared and we were so worried about you, and I told you if you ever do that again, we're going to leave wherever we are, no matter where we are. Well, let's say you just dropped down, I don't know, $70 to walk into Legoland in Carlsbad, California. Super fun place, by the way. But man, that consistency may just cost you a little bit, but that's okay, because the long-term effect is they get it. So if the child leaves your side and runs off again, you better be willing to eat that, 60 or 70 bucks and walk out of the park. Be consistent with your word. Very, very important. That one piece right there, if you've forgotten everything I've said, consistency. The third one, yeah, that's a big one. So do what you say and say what you do. So recap. So ways to kind of calm family stress down at home. Remember, family meetings, ground rules, and be consistent. They'll get the point. I hope this helps. I hope that if you are somebody who's having some family stress at home, one of the ways we can tell that this is working is things begin to calm down a little bit at home. Be consistent across the board. Hope that helps. This is Lisa Shira with K Coaching. Thank you for spending some time with me today. I hope you found this informative.